Hello, folks! Welcome back to Nightmare Dragon Gaming. You guys know me, this is Eric speaking, and I got a few guys back here. Just say your thing.
We've been resurrected.
He has.
You know the drill. Joey has been cloven in half once again, forming a Chris, forming a Michael. We're barely human, but we're here.
Just when I thought I was out, they put us back in.
Fusion is a cheap tactic to make weak YouTubers stronger.
Somehow we've made it to the 11th season of Squid Game.
We have, somehow. Ironic because of I just got Squid Girl in the mail. Anyways, so.
Word.
Welcome to our newest, hopefully, series. Probably going to be a series. It'll be a series, don't worry. On this channel. It's what I've been meaning to do for a while, but I've been trying to get the stuff together to do it, and now it's finally here. Welcome, friends, to Save Our Decks, or SOD for short, SOD. I buy a lot of that from Home Depot. So, as we all know, there are a bunch. You like that, Chris?
Yeah, that was terrible.
Thank you.
You know what?
Thank you. I tried.
I'll give you a chuckle.
Thank you. I'll take whatever I can get, honestly. So, as we all know, there are a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh decks that are just horrible. That are just awful, and you would never seriously play them in a serious deck, seriously. So, and unfortunately, a lot of these archetypes are actually pretty cool. And unfortunately, a lot of them are also hidden arsenal archetypes. Most of the hidden arsenal archetypes, in my opinion, are awful. Exceptions being like evil swarms, like constellars. Can you count?
Naturia's well for a while.
Here's the thing: Naturias and ice barriers, I half count because the actual decks themselves aren't very good, but their extra deck monsters are busted.
Oh yeah, the Naturia Beast?
Yeah, Naturia Beast, Naturia Barkion, Brionic Trishula, the Duloran, the Tiger. So yeah, here's the deal. Save Our Decks is a series where we are going to create new support for terrible decks. The rules are as such. You create 5 new cards to reinvigorate new life into an old archetype. And then we're gonna do we're gonna talk about them, we're gonna discuss them, and we're gonna see if they can make it busted or not. And then we're going to duel with them a few times to see if they actually do help or not. Because, sometimes new support doesn't mean shit if the deck's already that far gone. Take Cyberdarks, for instance. When they added the new support in that one set, the not structure deck, nobody fucking cared because Cyberdark's already terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I did in fact get absolutely rocked by Cyberdarks recently, though.
Oh, okay. Well, see, was that post or pre-structure deck?
Post, probably. It was in Master Duel.
Oh, it's pre. They don't have the new stuff in there yet.
Dude, I really summoned Cyberdark End Dragon like I'm invincible, and then somebody had, I think it was Crackdown, and took control of it, and I was like, oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, it summons the invincible monster turn 1.
Oh, I guess it is in that. Oh, I guess it is in Master Duel then. Huh, I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, I got bodied in 1 turn.
That's unfortunate. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, it felt really strong. I don't know what you're talking about. But,
oh, no,
yeah,
now it is. I'm saying pre-structure deck. No one gave a shit. But anyways, so...
You would just use regular Cybers.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. So, our first episode is one that I've been waiting for a while, because this is a deck that, Chris, I've talked to you about this one a lot. We've discussed this one quite a bit and wish it was better. Our first episode is going to be about Steelswarms.
Near and dear to my heart. Hidden Arsenal 5.
Yep.
Goes with the Gustos and the Vylons and Gem Knights, I think, was also in that set.
That is correct, as well as Lavels.
A true classic.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, Lavels.
Lavels, yes. No one cared about Lavels. But I think people cared even less about Steelswarms. But yeah, so this deck suffers from a terrible problem where it's a tribute summoning deck that has like no way to get like more monsters on the field. And a lot of their tribute monsters aren't that good. Like, I feel like the best tribute monsters are Moth, Girastag, and Caucustag. Because, like, Longhorn and Hercules are just not very good, and Mantis is just too weak. And then, like, excuse me. But yeah, their field presence isn't helped at all. Their best cards are, like, they can't get enough monsters on the field. And then, like, they also have no protection. So, like, once you do get the big monster on the field, it's immediately dealt with. So
they long needed an update.
100%. And in my opinion, the 5 cards I added might not be enough, just because the deck is so far gone. So
I guess we'll see, huh?
This one might need a part 2, but we're going to find that out. So We'll check back in with you guys at the deck builder slot, and we're gonna see what I've concocted in my terrifying mad scientist brain. All right, folks, here we are now at the card creator. I have my 5 Steelswarm cards. So a rule that I have been adhering to, and I've been doing this in my own spare time just for a while, and is a rule that I've been adhering to that you guys do not need to adhere to at all, is I always do 3 monsters, 1 spell, 1 trap.
For your creating new cards?
Yeah, I always do that. I don't know why. It's just a thing. It might be restrictive, but I don't know. It's just what I've been doing. Anyways, so let's get into the cards. So I'll start off with, I'll go in level order for the monsters. So we'll click on this. Steelswarm Larva. It is a level 1 Dark Fiend Pendulum monster with 1,000 attack and 0 defense. Pendulum scale 0. Its pendulum effect is you cannot pendulum summon monsters except Steelswarm monsters. This effect cannot be negated. Other Steelswarm cards you control cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. You do not have to pay life points to activate Steelswarm monsters' effects. If a Steelswarm monster you control would be destroyed by battle, you can pay 500 life points instead. Then its monster effect is, if this card is tributed for the summon of a Steelswarm monster, you can gain 1,000 life points for every Steelswarm monster you control. Then, special summon 1 Steelswarm monster from your graveyard.
It's a pretty loaded card.
Oh, does it do this like as soon as it's like summoned, like, and after that it's just done?
What do you mean?
Because I know the life points thing is every time but it's like when it's summoned.
Every time it's tributed.
Oh, okay.
So if you tribute it for the summon of a Steelswarm monster, then its effect goes off.
So does that happen after the cards leave the field for the tribute? Or is it pre-tribute?
It happens. I believe it happens after the card leaves the field.
Oh, okay, so it's whatever the field looks like post big Steelswarm.
Correct.
Normal monster.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And so it's also an effort to safeguard the bigly monsters from getting one-tapped by our Baron de Fleurs and
Indeed.
Phoenix Enforcers.
Indeed, yes.
The new meta.
Yeah, I figured I'd add Pendulum monsters to it, because then, with the Pendulum monsters in there, it would be a reliable source of tribute fodder.
Yeah.
Because then you can just keep Pendulum summoning them back over and over again. It doesn't matter if you can only get 1 at a time.
All right.
It sounds like a pretty good start.
Okay, cool, thanks. Alright, my next card Steelswarm Beetle. It is a level 4 Dark Fiend Pendulum monster with 1,000 attack and 0 defense. Sounds similar. And its pendulum scale is 5. Its pendulum effect is you cannot pendulum summon monsters except Steelswarm monsters. This effect cannot be negated. Other Steelswarm monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Once per turn, other Steelswarm cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Once per turn, you can add a number of Steelswarm or Infestation cards from your deck to your hand up to the number of Steelswarm monsters you control. You can only activate this effect of Steelswarm Beetle once per turn. Its monster effect is, if this card is tributed for the summon of a Steelswarm monster, you can draw 1 card for every Steelswarm monster you control, then special summon 1 level 4 or lower Steelswarm monster from your deck.
Basically a way for them to get going?
Pretty much, yeah. Because I noticed
an engine card.
They have no search cards.
Yeah, nothing outside of, like, when the cards get tributed. Because they have Steelswarm Caller.
Yeah, but that's... And, like, they have Infestation... They have that one Infestation card. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's the one that, like, you pitch a Steelswarm from deck, and then one on the field gains 800 attack. I don't remember, but might be Calling. I have my Steelswarm deck on hand, so I can just look at it right here. Tool, Infestation Tool. But yeah, so... Yeah. Any other thoughts?
Even their spell and trap cards are kind of garbage. It's good that you're putting in engine cards. What Steelswarm needs is engine cards. It needs to not have to wait 2 to 3 turns to get its tributed monsters out onto the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it was starved for Scout, so...
100%.
It sounds like a good addition.
Yeah. And plus, I feel like I was trying to make them a little bit too broken. Like, if you were to put this in a different deck, it would be probably, like, way overpowered. But because Steelswarms already have, like, nothing, then it, like, evens out. Because I think they had they had a few good starts, but then, like, they just didn't get any support for it. You were saying something, Mike?
No, yeah, I was just saying that you're saying that they might be, whether or not they're too broken. I was like, that's probably what that thing would be for. But yeah, I feel like a deck like this definitely needs it because they were like super inconsistent otherwise.
All right, then the last monster, Steelswarm Assassin. Level 4, Dark, Fiend Effect monster. This one is not a Pendulum monster.
Okay.
1,700 attack, 0 defense. If a face-up Steelswarm monster you control is destroyed and sent to your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand, then add 1 Steelswarm monster from your deck to your hand, except Steelswarm Assassin. You can banish 1 Steelswarm monster from your graveyard to special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use each effect of Steelswarm Assassin once per turn.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, the restrictions are good on it, otherwise...
Yeah, because you can't just, like, assassin into assassin into assassin into assassin. Yeah. And I figured, like, if you make it, you can banish it, you can special summon from the graveyard multiple times. It might be like, oh, you start using it for link plays. I'm like, that's not how it's supposed to be used.
No, as you say that, it made me think of I told you about the Flick Tangent here, but the Morphtronic telephone.
I think you mentioned I didn't read the effect.
It was, basically, they didn't put anything like it can only be used once per turn or, anything, or you can't search the same telephone. So basically someone found a way, it gives you life points, so they managed to find an infinite loop. So yeah, that's why I was like, restrictions are very important.
Indeed. Oh, there was this one, I think it was Mayakashi, but it's like if you special summon a zombie synchro monster, special summon this card from the graveyard, and there was no once per turn clause. But that was on purpose because the idea is you're supposed to like level up into the bigger ones as like you just synchro summon a million times during your turn.
Well, that doesn't seem fair.
It's actually an alright deck. Anyways, so Any other thoughts on Assassin?
Solid, but not infinite.
Yeah. I figure, like, another good piece of good tribute fodder, and also give it a good body, because, like, most of the Steelswarm monsters that are like, oh yeah, we wanted to stick around, doesn't have enough attack points. Like, there was that one, like, Steelswarm Sentinel. While this card is in face-up attack position, your opponent's level 5 or higher monsters cannot activate their effects. And I'm like, that's great! How much attack does it have? 1100. I'm like, what the fuck? I know level 3 monsters with that much, with more attack than that. What the actual hell?
Like, you can't activate your effect. What are you gonna do? Proceeds to die.
Proceeds to kill it. Well, and the worst part is, like, it came out after Xyz, so, like, oh no, my level 5 or higher monster summons 5 Xyz monsters. Welp.
Oh yeah, does it affect ranks?
No, no, it has to specify ranks.
Fascinating.
Indeed. All right. So now we're on to the spell and trap cards. So the spell card is Infestation Calling. It's a normal spell card that says, add 1 Steelswarm monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, then gain 300 life points for every Steelswarm monster you control. If a Steelswarm card you control would be destroyed while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card instead.
Oh, I actually really like that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I always like the ones at the end that it helps protect them even by banishing it.
Right? Especially when this deck really needs like it needs help for protection.
Yeah. Also, this theme of Steelswarm monsters have a lot of effects that cost life points, so having a way to make that back so that you're not killing yourself by playing the game.
Exactly, right?
And this patches up your weak monsters dying.
Yeah, seriously. Like, the biggest one that you'd probably want to stick around for multiple turns is, like, is the Gatekeeper. Because that's your ultimate offering right there.
Yes.
Alright. And now for the last card. The Trap card. Infestation Reaping. It is a counter trap card that says, if your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a Steelswarm monster, negate that activation and banish that card. Then, if you control 3 or more Steelswarm monsters, you can banish up to 2 cards your opponent controls. If you control 2 or more Steelswarm monsters, you can activate this card from your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 1 Steelswarm monster from your graveyard, set this card to your field, but banish it when it leaves the field.
It's got the infinite impermanence effect.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Play it from your hand.
Yes.
Solid.
Oh, yes. This one was I actually changed this one today, like, drastically, because it was originally, like, if you have 3 or more Steelswarms, banish your opponent's entire field, tribute all your monsters, then summon a bunch of Steelswarms, and then their effects go off, and I'm like, wait a minute. Most of the Steelswarm monsters' effects, like, when they go off, they affect the opponent, but there'll be no field.
Yeah, you just pay life points.
Yeah, it's just like, great, thanks. But yeah.
It works out, because, like, I love when they do, like, archetype exclusive cards like that. Like, Cyber Dragon has, like, a banish all your Cyber Dragons to destroy X amount of opponents' monsters on the field. So that's kind of a legitimate card.
Oh, yes. All right, so those are the 5 cards. Do you guys have any more thoughts on them before we go to the duels?
I'm ready to get bodied.
All right.
Off to the races.
Let's see if I can body people with fucking Steelswarms.
Yeet, skeet, McGeet.
Yeet, skeet, McGeet, indeed.
Oh, God, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jerry Beans Man.
Oh, my God, Jerry Beans Man. All right, so we're going to be dueling against Mike first.
This is a Jerry Beans Man deck, just FYI.
The Jerry Beans Man deck. Oh, Mike.
15 minutes of this, please.
Oh, Chris?
15 minutes of this, please.
Didn't you have, like, a strategy where it would, where, like, if you asked the color of the shirt, then They would
It's not me who had that strategy, it's somebody else, but that is a thing.
Well, what was it? Like, what is they pick the shirt and then like they would always pick like some color.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm chugging. I am chugging. Mike, please tell me Yugioh to go first. Oh, okay.
Good luck, Eric.
Okay, I'm here. Okay, all right. Okay. First, I'll start off by normal summoning Steelswarm Assassin. And then I'll activate Steelswarm Larva.
Wait, you have art for the card?
I do. I didn't draw this. I just found it on Google.
Oh.
Yep, set 2, and that's my turn.
Well, I'll be diggitied.
I mean, if you took credit for it, I wouldn't,
Oh God, no, I could never. I don't know who the artist is, but like, full props to them. I just found these on Google searches. Oh God, what is that?
Oh, it's a fortress. You can just ignore that. Anyway.
I don't want to, Mike.
All right, I'm gonna do a stupid, and I'm gonna banish 10 monsters.
Go for it, my guy. Banish 10
Yeah,
monsters. I'm gonna banish all 3 copies of Ancient Gear Golem. Just for shits
Wait, what's the
and
difference
giggles.
between banish FD and banish T? What's the difference between them?
Oh, FD is face down. So Mike, if you hover over Pot of Desires, it'll actually say it'll give you a green tab to like banish the 5. The
I
10.
see it. That's neat.
Oh yeah, very neat. All right, so yeah, you're good. Draw your 2.
Oh, this will do quite nicely.
Yeah, I will say I feel like Dueling Book is probably the best, but Gear Town's good. Dueling Book is like the best Yu-Gi-Oh simulator if you're looking to actually simulate playing real Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
All right, we got a wyvern down.
Oh no, you don't.
So, Dueling Book doesn't give you any prompts, does it?
No.
You just have to activate the cards
Pretty much, yeah, and you have to like
manually.
yeah.
Right
Oh
on.
no.
You've been had.
Why do I use Solemn Judgment when Solemn Warning would just be better?
What was that?
I have Solemn Judgment in my deck, but I should use Solemn Warning, I think.
I don't know. I feel like they're both good for different reasons.
Don't they do the same thing, but Solemn Judgment makes you pay half your life points?
No, Solemn Warning negates summons, whereas I believe Solemn... I actually don't remember the difference.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember, like, Solemn Warning only negates, like, special summons and effects that would special summon.
I'm thinking Solemn Strike's the more consistent one.
Solemn Strike is the more consistent one. We're gonna slam you directly with Assassin.
Mirror Force that I can activate from my hand.
This is not your SOD, Mike.
Gee whiz, hold on. I forgot I've done this
cheese,
since
Rick! Look at all this cheese, Rick!
How do you, like, subtract life points? Oh, wait, I see.
It's a little life points counter.
Gotcha.
Perhaps I should have given you a crash course in Dueling Book before we started.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, because ever since Master Duel took over, it's been my life.
You know what? Fair. Alright. That's my turn.
Yes, the incredibly outdated but nostalgic effect, like sound effects.
Oh, yes.
Of the end phase. Back when this was... What did it used to be called? Dueling Network?
It was Dueling Network, yeah. Okay, yeah, Foolish Burial Goods is, well, good.
Okay, so I take
I take the card and I put it in the graveyard, and oh god, I'm gonna die.
So that goes to grave, and then I think I'm allowed to. I banish catapult to. When catapult's sent to grave, I can banish it and destroy one card on the field.
Okay, banish a card and destroy your card.
And I will delete this gear town right here.
So you activate its effect?
I do activate its effect.
Goodbye, sir!
What is this?
Infestation reaping, bitch!
Was gate the activation and banish that card. Well, oh, gear town? Yeah, it's already banished.
Yeah, I did that. It was me, Mike. I did it.
Thank you.
You didn't even have to. I did it for you. You didn't even have to think about it. That's how much I got you, man.
Alright, well, I can't just have nothing out here. So what I'm gonna do...
I think you can, actually. That is allowed.
So, I'm going to normal summon...
Please don't.
This hunting... Alright, effective hunting hound. If he's normal summoned, inflicts 600.
Ooh!
And I can't fusion anything so far, unless I do this, of course. So, overload fusion.
Oh, you bitch.
So that's, I banish hound, and then I banish...
Yeah, that's the card I don't like.
Overload fusion.
Yeah, I think that's the card that got them the turn 1 Cyber Dark.
Oh yeah, I love that card. I really do.
It's a great card. It just makes me feel spooked.
Do you remember my old Chimera attack? 100 attack points over.
Oh no, that's defense.
I mean defense. That's what I meant.
The fact of apparently, during my main phase, I can inflict 1,000 to your opponent. And then I guess I'll just do that. That'll be it. Yeah.
Mike, you gotta send Overload Fusion to the graveyard.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
Please,
no,
thank you.
it stays.
I'm telling you, I'm way too used to Master Duel just doing everything for you.
Yeah. Oh no.
There's gonna be a bit of a learning curve for me, gents.
Well, as you can see, I'm literally.
I'm not the only person watching this duel. Who the heck is Hughplay?
I don't know. Hi, Hughplay. How are you? You're gonna be on YouTube.
Immediately reports.
Like, no!
Do your worst. That's not your word.
I bricked hard, man.
Maybe he'll have better luck against the chaos.
Indeed.
We've still gotten to see, like, you've put the Pendulum Monster out on the field. You got to use the trap card. Assassin is here. He's just not doing too much.
He's just not doing too much, yeah. Chris, I wish you could... Can you see my hand at all?
No, I cannot.
I wish you could. This is funny.
Is it just 2 more Steelswarm Assassins?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Alright, get ready.
I'll take my 100, and then I'll use the effect of Steelswarm Larva to pay 500 life points instead of letting him die. So,
yeah.
Critter.
Are you going to use Howitzer's effect?
Shh.
That was gonna be main phase 2, but thank you.
Chris, shut up!
I will not.
I guess I'm doing that.
No!
You should probably get rid of Howitzer.
No, I can't. I missed 1-0. There we go. Oh God. Come on.
We're doing fine. We're doing fine.
It's not fine, Chris. It's more the opposite. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I will normal summon Steelswarm Assassin.
I knew it.
Nope. No, I just drew that one actually.
I knew it.
Nope.
This is the part where you XYZ summon something, right?
I am not going to do that. I'm instead going to end my turn. I actually do play Steelswarm Roach, but I don't want to summon it.
I mean, it's a great card.
It is a very nice card. Did you guys see the Link monster they got?
I did.
Yeah.
As you were explaining some of your new cards, I was also looking at the Steelswarm cards to refresh my memory. And Steelswarm Origin.
It's a good card.
It's solid.
Very solid, yes.
All right, I'm gonna do something that might
It would have been.
screw me
How
over.
many do you have to tribute to make it happen?
Origin?
Yeah.
It's 2.
Yeah. So why haven't you done it?
I have another plan.
Oh, okay. Well.
What are you doing, my guy?
I tribute summon it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Apparently, thank God gadgets. I can't use them because they're not relevant. Otherwise, that would have been a second attack. But yeah, you know the drill. Was it? Can't activate spell traps during damage step, and if there's a card attack, I can destroy one spell trap on the field.
So can I? Okay, so I can't. So I can't activate spells or traps, but can I activate their effects if they're already active? Would larva still work? Is my question.
That's a good question. I don't know.
For the sake of potentially showcasing more cards, let's say yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that idea.
All right.
Since I reminded Mike about his howitzer.
Okay, so that's 1,300 damage. And then another 500 from larva. This is not looking good, my friends. Not looking good at all.
And, yeah, I guess I'll turn.
You know what is looking good?
Hmm.
You, Eric. You're looking great today.
Thank you, Chris. I did not shave.
And I'm literally not even in person, so I can't see who you...
Alright.
But you know what? I just know it. I feel it in my bones.
Okay. I will tribute summon. Sacking Assassin and Assassin for...
A Steelswarm tribute summoning?
Steelswarm Caucustag. When he's tribute summon by tributing 2 Steelswarm monsters, I can activate one of his effects to either destroy all monsters in the field except for him, or destroy all spells and traps. Obviously, I'm going to blow up the monsters.
I seriously would recommend it.
I would not. I would not. Okay. Now we enter the battle phase. Caucustag, go!
Impossible.
That boom, boom, boom.
Gotta get boom, boom, boom. Gotta get boom, boom, boom.
And then we got DMCA'd.
No, not again. I already got fucked by Toho.
Oh no.
You remember that, right? Did I tell you about that?
Maybe?
Joey and I did a video discussing our favorite moments from Godzilla movies over the years. It was an hour long.
Yes.
Yeah, Joey had the bright idea to put the 1954 Godzilla movie in the background. Granted, it was extremely cropped. Like, you could only see the bottom half. There was no subtitles. And we had, like, other Godzilla shit in the way, so you couldn't really see it. But Toho thought, nah.
I think I might be hosed.
Oh, really? Oh, how convenient.
Oh, this battle took a turn.
It did. I activate Steelswarm Beetle. And then I will use its effect to add... Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, no, not yet. I'm not going to do that. First, I'll use the effect of Assassin to banish a Steelswarm from my grave, to revive itself. Then I'll use the effect of Beetle to add 2 Infestation / Steelswarm cards from deck to hand. So I will grab Moth, and I will grab Calling. Then I'll activate Infestation Calling. So I get to add a Steelswarm monster from deck to hand, then gain 300 life points for each Steelswarm monster I control.
There are entirely too many bugs here.
So I'll add Steelswarm Larva, then gain 600 life points. Then I will Pendulum Summon Steelswarm Larva, and then tribute it to normal summon Steelswarm Moth. Chainlink 1, Moth. Chainlink 2, Larva. Larva's effect, I get to gain 1,000 life points for each Steelswarm monster, then special summon a Steelswarm from my graveyard. Unfortunately, there are no Steelswarms, so I think I just gained the life points, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
If it weren't for this card, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, so that can only negate monsters on the field.
Oh, so it wouldn't count for Steelswarm Moth?
Oh, it would. No, you can neg Moth.
Okay, I guess
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right.
Honestly, these are literally the only cards I hate. So you're gonna run me over anyway. So. I just wanted my last huzzah.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Hurrah.
fair. Yeah, Moth would have just bounced that card anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, but the effort was there, wasn't
Oh,
it?
it was 100%. You put in the effort.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Good hustle, man. Good hustle.
Go get some Gatorade.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you can't.
Oh wait.
They
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be targeted by card effects.
Oh.
So
Wait,
Moth
targeted?
will bounce your fortress.
Larva is targeted.
Yeah, Larva's targeted. Beetle is.
Destroyed.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. All right. So yeah. So bounce your fortress.
2 hands?
Yes, to hand. All right. Moth first.
I mean, I would highly recommend against this. I don't think this is a sound strategy.
And then Conk a Stag to finish.
Oh, I gotta do those dramatic Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoa!
Wow! Good game, my friend.
Yeah, good game. I mean, that's actually once it gets going, that's really fortifies their, because outside of they get tribute summons and launch their effects, but they don't do anything afterwards. So I like that this kind of protects them.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's a question: are we gonna make this all one episode and have it be like 45 minutes long? Or are we gonna cut the duels into episodes?
No, it's gonna be one 45-minute video.
All right, right on.
All right. All right. So Mike, if you wouldn't mind admitting defeat, so that way we can get on to Chris's duel.
Yeah.
Yay! See you guys in a few. All right, folks. Now we're gonna be dueling Chris, otherwise known as Bingus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kodakor? Bingus.
Bingus. Otherwise known as Kodakor. Ah!
Get destroyed.
Defeated.
I'm going second.
Okay.
It's a good thing I went second.
Okay. I think I can work with this. Yeah. Infestation Calling. Is it good?
Those are just locusts. Yeah, it's good.
Alright. And I will grab with it Steelswarm Assassin. And gain 0 life points because I don't have any Steelswarm monsters. Then I'll normal summon Assassin
Disgusting.
and set 2 cards and pass turn.
Alright. Oh, there's hope.
There's hope.
You know what? I'm now realizing that I'm just gonna do a little bit of this action. Fun fact: I run 5 traps in this deck.
Did you draw 4 of them? Oh my god, he drew 4 of them. He drew 3.
No, I drew 3 of them.
He drew 3 of them. Okay, all right. So he has hope.
A tour guide. I haven't seen that card in forever.
I actually still run it in my Dark World deck.
Is it still good?
It actually is. I use it to bring it. I use it to get. I use it for 2 things. Either one.
Resonator.
Oh God, it's this.
And go Ecclesia. Oh God, wait. There we go. Gonna activate Ecclesia's effect. View. Gonna get a. Can I please get a fleur-de-lis?
Oh no, not the fleur-de-lis.
Then I end my turn. Because I can't special summon anything with Ecclesia this turn.
Aha!
You guys
Which is
have
perhaps a shortcoming of using her, but
Tributing Assassin to normal summon Moth.
Wee.
Oh, Chris, that's it's so unfortunate, but I have this infestation reaping, bitch.
What's with the? Was it the Peter?
Peter Lore, my friend.
Very good. Okay.
All right, so.
Well, in response to that, wait, can I use a regular trap card to counteract a counter trap card?
No. There's spell speed 2 or spell speed 3.
Well, I'll take my half. Does that mean I don't lose half my life points?
No, you do. It's paid for. It's paid for cost.
How do I lose life points?
So the little bar in the middle. Yeah. And you click the minus sign to make it go plus.
Got it.
Yeah, you want to know a cool day ruiner is when you do. Was the pot that makes you banish 10? I literally just used it.
Pot of Desires, yeah.
Yeah, you do that, and then someone negates it with like Ash Blossom, and then I'm like,
well, there goes 10 cards off my deck. Okay. And I'm gonna bounce your 2 other back row.
Why would you do something like that? Well, then, screw you. I'm gonna activate Dogmatic Punishment.
I don't know if you can.
Why not?
I think it's all still part of the same chain.
oh, did the chain resolve?
Yeah, because it went Moth, then Judgment, then Reaping.
No, you summoned Moth.
Oh, so now the effect activating the whole new chain?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then I'm an idiot. Carry on then, Chris.
Alright, so I'm gonna send,
Yes?
Blue Eyes
We're all
Ultimate
waiting.
Dragon to the grave. And pop them off.
Okay, I'll use the effect of Infestation Calling to save it.
Oh, word.
Indeed.
Alright.
And the other back row goes to your hand.
Oh, yes.
Alright. Let me think. Yeah. I'll just have Moth. I'll have Moth mow down Crimson Resonator.
Bye. He was so young.
Wait, is this Chaos Dragons or your Resonator deck?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's the neat part, Mike. We'll never know.
I would like to know. That's why I asked.
That is why I asked, yes. Alright. I think I'll end my turn.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna activate Nadir Servant. And I'm gonna send
Yes.
Red Rising wait.
Don't do
Red
it.
Rising Dragon to the grave.
He has an ash
Wait,
blossom
right?
in his hand.
Yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. Yep, good job,
Okay.
Christopher.
Alright,
I'm gonna
it's all good.
add an Ecclesia to my hand.
Okay.
And go buy Nadir Servant. And then I'm gonna set a card. You don't know what it is. Shut up.
I might actually.
You don't know what it is. Shut up.
It might be a friend.
I'm gonna normal
Hey,
summon
look
an
who it is.
Ecclesia and use her effect and get a fleur de lis.
Huh, shocker.
Yeah, you know, wouldn't you know?
Get back here,
And
shocker!
then also, I'm going to
Oh, into the earth.
Oh,
by
the hell you
banishing-
are.
Oh, God. Okay, bye-bye. And then I still have to banish too, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I'm banishing Red Rising Dragon, and I'm banishing Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, who I only run in this deck as Dogmatica punishment fodder.
I mean, fair.
And then I'll end my turn.
That's honestly what most people use Blue Eyes Ultimate for nowadays. It's just fodder.
Yeah.
Because that's what they used it for in, that one deck. Necroz, that's what it was. Because you can ritual summon using monsters from your extra deck with one of the, with one of them.
You need to stop.
Huh. Shit. Well, he got me.
Stop.
Stop! Alright. Oh, you gotta send the Mirror Force to the grave, Chris.
Jesus, this is
Bye-bye.
this game's more riveting than mine.
No. You're riveting. Your game was riveting.
Yeah, yours were perfectly fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do one of these.
Okay.
And then I have to banish something. Goodbye. Black Luster Soldier.
Cool. There he goes.
I'm gonna overlay these two.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Summon
Yes.
King of
Can't
the
take
Feral
the-
Imps.
I'm sorry,
Why can't
what?
What?
Yeah. Why can't I special summon him? Oh, I have to. There we go. You want to know why this card is in here?
Do tell.
Yeah,
please.
actually, I am
I do
curious.
actually, yes. I'd love to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna detach one material
Add a reptile.
and get one of the Ogdoadics
Oh,
to
okay.
my hand, and then I can use the Ogdoadic's effect to send it and a dark reptile monster to the grave.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And
this is
so
good.
here's the thing, because Nunu, if you look at Nunu,
Yeah?
Nunu, when Nunu is on the field, Nunu is a 4-star monster. When it's on the field, the only monsters you can special summon are reptile monsters.
Okay.
So
Oh.
in the event that I have to do something with Nunu. I needed some level 4 XYZ monster that Nunu could be overlaid into.
I see. Okay, cool.
In case I have, like, Chaos Valkyria and a Nunu, but can't do anything else. It's an oddly situational thing. Also, this lets me special summon Fleur-de-Lis.
Did you pitch your dark monster?
I did not. Thank you for making sure I don't get too distracted.
Yeah, no problem, man.
There we go. And yeah. So from there, we go to the battle phase. I attack directly with Ecclesia, activate Fleur-de-Lis' effect, which gives Ecclesia 500 attack and Fleur-de-Lis flat 500 attack. Can you not do that?
Do you know what the worst part is?
What?
This.
Yeah. Okay, well.
That would in fact be the worst part.
This goes to the extra deck.
Yep.
Okay, I take it. Alright, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Uh-oh.
Oh. Stop. Stop getting exact lethal. That's not very fun.
I think it is. I personally.
Alright. Yeah, those Steelswarm spell and trap cards kind of screwed me.
And that's how Steelswarms became meta.
Woo!
Yeah, well, that was solid.
All right, fantastic.
Probably didn't help that Fleur-de-Lis could not be special summoned because you don't run extra deck monsters. But
well,
that
I do.
is
I just never go into
perhaps
them.
part of the strength of the Steelswarms, right?
Part of it, yeah, kind of.
Anything that activates off of like XYZs or synchros or enemy anything from the extra deck doesn't do jack diddly squat.
Doesn't work. They can't do it.
Also, getting 3 trap cards that you negated like all of.
Yeah. The
3
protection.
of my 5 trap cards. That is sort of just how me playing Yu-Gi-Oh goes. But you know what?
I remember I used to play. I have a deck formula. It would be 20 monsters, 20 spells, 20 monsters, 10 spells, 10 traps. That was my gold standard back in the day.
See, I have 23 monsters in this deck.
Oh really?
Yeah. So.
All right. So. And you drew the 3 traps.
Yeah, I drew 3 of the 5 traps. Yep.
You should play the lottery.
I should not.
All right. So.
Yeah, 5 traps. And you know what? I had pulled. The only thing I was missing was my final Mirror Force because I used. No, never mind. No, I didn't. I was missing 1 punishment, 1 Mirror Force.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right. So on to the next game then. We'll
so
see.
how many are we doing for each deck?
I don't know. We're probably just. I will discuss it in the cut.
I suppose so.
Which is happening.
All right, folks. So we did decide that we were only going to do 2 duels. Keep in mind this is the first episode, so we are still kind of figuring things out, as it were. Yeah. So we figured we'd only do 2, just because that was very satisfactory in terms of showing off the new support.
Yeah, we saw every card. Mike and I both got bodied by it.
I'm actually shocked that it worked so well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it shuts down pretty effectively.
Honestly, MVP was probably Reaping.
Yeah.
Infestation Reaping is a fantastic card that they desperately needed.
Yeah, because then you're not getting solemned.
Yeah. And, like, I'm a little sad that we didn't get to see, like, Girastag go off, because that's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, no, the highest thing you got out there. Well, no, you got Caucastag.
I got
Mike,
Caucastag.
right?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
I just
like,
got bodied by a moth.
We also didn't see any of the normal Steelswarm cards, like Collar, Cell. I run 1 copy of Gatekeeper, and the only reason I do that is just so I can do funny double summon mechanics. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Think of if you type what you think of these support cards in the comments. Do you think these are exactly what Konami needs to make for Steel Swarms? And if not, tell me why I'm an idiot and why these would break the entire game.
But the rule is you have to subscribe before you do.
Yes, subscribe and then you get to comment. That's the rule. We are so close to 100 subscribers, and I can taste it.
Let's just make it a cool million, you know?
Yeah, let's just make it 1 million, right? Honestly, I would just be the day I get triple digits will be like a very good day for me. All right, so you guys got anything to add to my Steel Swarm deck any comments, questions, concerns, kangaroos, caucus dags?
Part of me wants to run back, but I'll get plenty of duels in with this chaos deck. Don't you worry.
All right, fantastic. With that,
I will whoop your booty one day.
at some point. All right, with that, remember, folks, to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!